Hello, dear friends. This is Kira Rudik, member of Ukrainian parliament and leader of the political party Holos. I'm talking to you from Kiev, Ukraine. Just recently, President Trump announced that he will impose sanctions on Russia or on Russia's allies right after European countries will impose those sanctions and stop buying Russian gas and oil. It's a very fair statement, and we know that Russians are laughing at Europe because they say that they are sponsoring war from both pockets. From one pocket buying Russian energy resources and from another one supporting Ukraine and complaining about it. And over 2024, European countries have bought Russian energy resources on 22 billion euros. This is an estimate. It seems like a fair estimate. So is President Trump fair here? Yes, he is. Is it executable that European countries will stop buying Russian gas and oil right away? Perhaps no, they were in this process for 3.5 years right now. And would it somehow speed up this process? Of course. But thinking that European Union will impose really strong sanctions is a little bit over-exaggeration, because we have at least two countries, which is Hungary and Slovakia, that are stopping and opposing all strong sanctions in Russia, and it will be really naive hoping that they will stop doing that. So at least at this time, it's not Ukraine's fault that things are not going the way President Trump wants. So the ball is right now in the court of our European partners. It's a fair statement. We would expect a much stronger response from our European partners after the attack of Russian drones onto Poland. I want to remind everyone that right now it's not only Russia, but also Belarus and other countries that were meeting previously in China. They are all having those military trainings in Belarus, and they are obviously trying out the strengths of NATO. And right now, basically, Putin has shown to the whole world that fourth article of NATO may be working, but the fifth is definitely not working. There were not a strong response to this attack, and even up to this point, perhaps there were statements, but there was not a clear understanding of what will be the repercussions. The fair repercussion will be to go ahead and confiscate Russian money. That would actually, I think, would be a strong argument in negotiating with President Trump, saying, look, Europe is actually moving along and confiscating money and showing a strong stance. It will add up to the European support to Ukraine, and we need it badly because we are looking at the next winter that we will be facing with the constant attacks on our energy sector. This is how we have survived beforehand, but we don't know. There were winters that we were one step away from blackout. And last year was really tough when during summer and during winter we have had energy outages, and the majority of times we spent on the diesel generators. It was really tough, and we are looking at something like this during this next winter. So we need the resources, and a very good place to get those resources would be, again, confiscate Russian money. We are working with our partners on that. We hope that there will be some progress. Last but not the least, I want to comment on the murder of Irina Zarutska, which we are still in shock here in Ukraine, and we were once we heard it. But I think to everyone who is really, really annoyed at all those people in the subway who were just watching her dying and did not react or reacted too late. This is how we have felt since the beginning of full-scale invasion. When we were telling everyone what we are telling them right now, that Russia is an aggressor, that Russia is attacking us, that they are trying to kill all of us and destroy Ukraine as a state. And at the very beginning, everybody was just making strong condemnations of Russia, but not acting. And we have lost time. We have lost time in 2022, in 2023, And right now we are where we are because many strong decisions that should have been done timely were not done. And right now Russia was able to do some military progress, increase their military production, etc., get their allies. I'm like, look, right now we are talking openly that China is Russia's ally. I remember like a year and a half ago, whenever you will be raising up that Russia's war is supported by China, everybody would say, no, you shouldn't be talking like that. So things are changing, but they're changing slowly. As we have seen this young woman dying there on the floor in 2 minutes, the time is of an essence. This is what we are trying to deliver. Time is of an essence, and we don't know how long are we going to bleed, and when are we going to bleed to death.